Earlier this month, the White House hinted that President Barack Obama would veto the Justice Against Sponsors of Terrorism Act, or JASTA. It's a bill families of 9/11 victims have been fighting for, and it's received unanimous support on Capitol Hill. Now demonstrators, many of who lost their loved ones on 9/11, are protesting against this possible veto. RT's Alexei Arashevsky reports from outside the White House.
Just days after the country marked the 15th anniversary of 9/11, this issue is still making waves in Washington, D.C. Now, these people who have gathered in front of the White House, they are saying that the JASTA bill, the Justice Against Sponsors of Terrorism Act, should not be vetoed by the U.S. President Barack Obama. The bill itself would allow the families of 9/11 victims to sue Saudi Arabia in U.S. federal courts. And this is basically something that the 9/11 families have been fighting for many years. Earlier this summer, the House almost overwhelmingly said that this bill would be laid in front of the president. So these people are saying that this veto should have a congressional override in case Obama decides to do that. Now, the counter argument on the side of those opposing this bill is that should it be ratified, then that would open the path for similar lawsuits against the United States in other countries which believe they suffered from the United States actions, military actions in their countries. This is something that these protesters here are not buying into.
I can only imagine that it has to do with our relationship with Saudi Arabia, because the reasons why they're putting forth now don't make any sense. Currently they're saying that this would enable other countries to bring us to court, and that's just not true. They could do it now, and if they wanted to broaden their expanse of who they sue, they could do that as well. Obama is in New York today. I'm hoping that he hears our loud cries, that he sees the fear that is going across the city with the attacks that took place, and that he changes his mind. For me, it means two things. It means justice for the death of my husband, and it also means helping to make the nation safer by stopping terrorism at its root, which is the funding.
Despite that, there's no official timeline set on when the JASTA bill could find its way on the president's table, but it's expected that this would happen within the next several days. Alexei Arashevsky, RT, reporting from Washington, D.C.